Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. Today's day 30, the 31 days of Halloween, and guess what I'm talking about today? I'm talking about a little movie called Vacancy. That's right, Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale has made pretty much a career out of doing, suspense and horror. I think it's kind of cool. But so in 2007, in the early 2000s, 2003 was really the major explosion of horror back onto the screen. We had Wrong Turn, we had Cabin Fever, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all came out around that same time. Next thing you know, everybody was trying to get in on it. And by 2007, we had suspense, we had horror, and one of the big things was Vacancy. Vacancy is a very interesting movie because Luke Wilson, Kate Beckinsale play a couple that are having a hard time. They're just fighting a lot. And along the way home, they're like, okay, well, she doesn't want to drive, and he doesn't want to drive anymore. He's tired. He wants to get some sleep, so they pull into this motel, and they find out that creepy-ass things are going on at this motel. It's very suspenseful, very tension-oriented. I keep using the word tension and all this stuff, but there is a lot of tension in this movie. Don't bother with the Vacancy 2, the prequel. It just doesn't live up to it. This movie works as a standalone piece. You find out they check into the motel and turn the TV on, and as he's sitting there watching the TV, he realizes that the room on the TV kind of looks like the room that they're in. And, and he's like, oh my God, what's going on? Find out that this whole thing is just like this really crazy, the whole place is almost like a reality world type thing where the entire place is bugged and cameras everywhere, mics everywhere, they're filming everything. They got the doors so that they can lock them from their own, the people that are running this place. And it's just really well done. I'm not a big Luke Wilson or Owen Wilson fan. I will actually put up with Luke Wilson a lot more than Owen Wilson. I think this is actually a vehicle that works for him. You just get totally involved with what's going on. Kate Beckinsale, I can't go wrong with Kate. Kate's a hottie, and she brings it when it comes to acting every time. I don't think she would. You could put her in like a commercial, and I think she would just completely bring 100% to the character, no matter if it's a 30-second ad. I really think she's probably one of the best actresses out there, and she's not bad to look at. I've always been a fan. I love this movie. I love the way that, you just get totally involved in this movie. This movie just sucks you right in from the beginning, and you're not quite sure what the ride's going to be until the movie's over. But I can't tell you. I'm pretty sure that people that are watching this have seen the movie, and then there's some that probably haven't. But this is a crazy, crazy fun movie. Like I said, suspense. This is all the last couple of movies I've been watching for the 31 Days of Halloween have really been more suspenseful rather than horrific. More, and I kind of like that. I kind of like the building of suspense. It just kind of gets under your skin. It's there to just grab at you and cause you to feel uneasy. And in some cases, this movie does that. It's a really good movie. It's a really, really good movie. I've always been a fan of it. Like I said, I didn't care for the prequel, Vacancy 2. I just don't think it works. They kind of get into the whole idea of how the whole thing started. And you know what? That's the thing I don't like about prequels. I don't care why something is happening. You completely take the magic out of the entire moment when you find out why. I've heard people say that they want a prequel to A Nightmare on Elm Street and find out why Freddy is the way he is. Why? Freddy's that way because he's freaking evil. It's because in the first movie, a bunch of parents lit him on fire. because he was a child molester. I hear people say, well, we need a, I like Halloween, the Rob Zombie Halloween movie because it explains why Michael Myers is the way he is. Why? In the original, Michael Myers was nothing more than born bad. He was just a bad seed, a bad child. I don't need the explanation that he was, this. To me, if you explain too much, it ruins the idea of the movie, and that's the problem with Vacancy 2. It explained too much, and it just kind of ruins the whole idea. So, I'm all for the first movie. I think the first movie works well alone, and that's Vacancy. Vacancy is my day 30 in the 31 days of Halloween. Always like, subscribe, share, and comment. With that, I'm the 13th Wolfman. Of course, I'm on the prowl.